So I think there's a schizophrenia, and I think there's always been a schizophrenia to high-tech startups. And so the core, the way I view it is the core of what we all do, the core of it is hardcore innovation. And the kind of innovation that takes a very long time to play out. A lot of the things that are working today are things that have been developed literally over decades. I mean, the Apple Watch, right? The Apple Watch is, one way to think about it is a Unix computer. Unix was invented in the mid-'60s, and here we are 50 years later, and they're finally going to get it to the point where they can put it in a device as small as a watch. So these are very kind of long-term things, and the engineers who work on these things, work on them for a very long time, and that's where deferral gratification is a very big deal, because if you don't set these big goals, you'll never be willing to put the time in it, you'll never do the big things. However, it's also true that the engineer in the lab, right, is not going to build the company by himself or herself that is then going to have the impact on the world. The reality is the world is a really, really big place, and there's a lot of people running around with a lot on their mind, and you really have to figure out how to build a company that can put out a message and can actually reach people and have an impact globally, and that requires the other side of things, which is being able to go out, the extroverts and the promoters and the hustlers and the salespeople and the marketing people and that whole side of things. And so I think when the Valley works well, there's a calibration between the two mindsets.